afternoon. First and foremost, I apologize. We should have begun this ceremony a while ago. And the person today, because we went to the CI meeting, and there, longer than we expected. I don't know where you can hear me properly. I'm not hearing myself. Can you hear me properly? You can hear me? Yes, I started by apologizing for the delay in the start of this exercise because I went to Busia in the morning and we had events there which overran our time. But I kept the PS and the DG appraised. I'm glad finally we are here. And as you've seen, we've just finalized the signing of performance contracts that the State Department is signing with the Ministry of Interior, which dovetails very well with the purpose of today's address, because today's address is on performance and on a very particular issue. Although there are many other things we could have spoken, today we'll address ourselves the issue of passports, which have been an issue for quite some months in our country now. But before I do that, I want to appreciate that we also have other citizen services that are being offered by the State Department, through the State Department. The entire coordination of government functions with services, citizen services, is housed in this ministry and in the State Department. And the Director General of e-Citizen Services is here, Ambassador Chen. But also in our midst here we have, I think Mr. Mungemi is here. He's the Civil Registrar, the Secretary of Civil Registration Services, in charge of the registration of births and deaths. And we are also making a lot of changes in that unit. But today is not the day to discuss the measures we are taking to modernize and make more efficient our civil registry. We also have the Secretary for National Registration Bureau, and that is the ID department. Mr. Wanjao is here. And as you're aware, we are also making some progress towards improving our service delivery in terms of identity cards. But again, today is not the day for IDs. I just wanted to make sure that the entire State Department is here, but there will be a day for these other departments. Today is the day for immigration. The Director General for Immigration Services is here, Evelyn Cheluget, and also we have the Commissioner for Refugee Affairs, who is in charge of the Refugee Affairs Directorate here, and John Brogo. But again, today is not about refugees. But by and large, you can see the weight of this department, which is headed, of course, by PS Professor Ambassador Bitok. It's quite heavy responsibility. And performance contracts we've signed here today are aimed at ensuring that for every department that is housed here, we are able to offer better services to the people of Kenya, not just about passports, but also IDs, birth certificates, death certificates, and generally access to government services online through the e-Citizen Services, the directorates. Having said so, ladies and gentlemen, on 31st of May 2023, this year, I gave what I promised that I'll be giving occasional ministerial accountability, public accountability statements. And on that day, 31st of May, I issued a second accountability statement. The first one was issued 100 days in office on 5th of February. Very soon we will issue the third and final one for this year, because my year starts on 27th of October, which is the day I was appointed as minister for this ministry. So on 31st of May 2023, in the public accountability address, I did acknowledge that there was a public outcry and growing concern from members of the public about our slow pace and inefficiencies around the issuance of passports, and I admitted that we had a problem. At that time we had a problem, and the problems were caused by a number of things. At the core of the problem which has taken us this journey has been many years of low investments in the Directorate of Immigration Services. And by investment I mean the kind of equipment, facilities, and funds that have been available to this department were low over the years, notwithstanding that these passports and immigration services generally have been generating quite a substantial amount of revenue to the exchequer. And passports alone are upward of 10 billion a year, and other services combined in the upwards of 20 billion a year. Yet, for a long time, the department, the directors could not access finances to modernize their equipment and to offer better services. As a result, the printers broke down, and completely there is, for some months, we were unable to buy new printers or even to repair the printers that have been broken down because there were no funds. That was the main problem. And that is a problem that has taken many years of low investment. But coupled with that problem, which is a production problem, the public did inform us that although most of our officers are good officers, some officers and members of the public had turned this place to be a corruption zone. And there were bribes being asked for left, right, and center in this space by brokers, by idlers, in cahoots with a few members of staff of this department. And I did say that we will clean up this place and we will get rid of all manner of characters and criminals who are marauding here and turn this place to be a crime scene, technically. I want to report that for the past 2 months or so, I have spent many days, mornings, afternoons, and nights in this place. And at this juncture, I want to commend the support that I have received from the members of staff, the senior officers, this directorate, the PS, the DG, and all the senior staff who are here. And together, and other members of staff who are not even present here, we have been able to turn around things significantly as a result of hard work, commitment, and consistency. And therefore, I commend you, PS, the DG, and the team for the good work that you have put in. And therefore, I am able to report today that at the time when I was giving the commitment that we turn around service delivery in this space, the backlog, the historical backlog, which was accumulated over many years because of poor printing equipment, low investments in this State Department and in this directorate, but also corruption. That backlog that time was approaching 100,000 passports, ranging from some 3 years applications, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. Little did we expect that the backlog would even escalate. Immediately I made that commitment. Again, the slow nature of our procurement laws and what we needed to rectify the situation. That backlog actually shot up to about 120,000 in the initial weeks after I did the promises that I did here. The repair of the printers took a little longer than we expected, not because of a fault of any one of us, but because of the procedures, government procedures and the things that needed to be done to repair the printing equipment. I am able to report, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, that backlog, which was in the upward of 120,000 plus passports, has been technically addressed. It has been resolved. In the process of resolving that backlog, we discovered a number of things. And one of the things we discovered along the way is that actually, when we started addressing this challenge, and when we repaired the equipment and started production of significant numbers of passports, we discovered we had a delivery challenge, and we were producing more passports than we can deliver. So, for example, we could produce, because of the day and night shifts arrangement, we could produce 4,000 to 4,500 passports within 24 hours, but we are able only to release 800, meaning we were creating another backlog here, not of production, but a backlog of delivery, because as long as that passport booklet is not in the hands of the applicant, it's part of the backlog, and it is us who have that document. So we discovered that, and then we discovered another challenge we had. We have had a relationship with the poster to help us deliver passports over time. But we discovered that arrangement was also causing us to slow down on the ability of us to ensure the passports reach the applicants in good time. So besides the backlog which was accumulated after the expedited printing, we discovered also there were other passports which had already been printed, but they were lying somewhere in the post offices because the owners had not come to collect them. Some had been contacted, others had not been contacted. We also discovered a third problem, that even in our regional offices, we had loads of passports that had been printed, but they had not been collected. And that took, that's why you saw us even walking around and about in some of our regional offices, sometimes overtly, and some other times we have gone to those offices covertly, without any, without any announcements, without publicizing what we prepare. So, what we have done here, ladies and gentlemen, is that we have streamlined the issuance of passports, and we will not have the kind of backlog that we've had in the past again. We are not there yet in terms of the capacity of our production. Therefore, we have ordered for more printers. Once the new printers come, we will triple or quadruple the number of passports we'll be printing per day. In the meantime, the day and night shifts will remain to ensure that we don't accumulate a backlog again. At the same time, we have cleared this place. No members of the public are allowed to venture into this space because the printing of passports, being security documents, is a security operation. And for that reason, this facility is a security facility. Therefore, members of the public who are idling around here, doing all manner of brokerage, are not allowed to venture in this place again, either inside this building or within the precincts or even outside the precincts of this building. The place looks clearer, the queues are shorter, the services are faster. We are still working on modernizing the banking halls, and therefore we'll clear this place. Even the short queues that you are seeing here will disappear in the next few days, in the next few weeks, once we finalize the migration into new, more spacious, more efficient banking halls. We are also investing in better customer care services. And we have decided to engage more customer care staff, and we will enlist the National Youth Service to assist officers of the National Police Service who are helping us with crowd control, crowd management. We're going to improve on the courtesies that customers receive here, the speed in which they are attended to, and nobody going forward should spend more than half an hour in this building looking for whatever services under this directorate. We're going to improve on that going forward and sustain it. Now, therefore, from where we sit more or less, the over 120,000 passports which ought to have been printed, I think, which ought to have been produced by now, technically that backlog is cleared. However, we are not in a position yet to audit the systems and make sure that the entire historical backlog is gone until we release to the members of the public all the uncollected passports that are ready and are in our possession. And therefore, we are commencing a rapid results initiative for the delivery of uncollected passports. And all beneficiaries or holders of those passports must collect them within the time period we are going to specify. This period of notice will start running on Monday the 25th of September 2023 to allow members of the public receive adequate notices as to the availability of their passports, the office where that passport is live, whether in Nairobi or in the regional offices, and the notice to collect that passport. I am, at this point, pleased to announce that we have in our possession 87,700, we have in our possession at the moment 87,574 passports. Many of them produced a week ago, some 2 weeks ago, others 1 month ago, others 3 months ago, because we were producing passports, but the rate of releasing them was a bit slow. And that's why we are declaring a rapid response initiative, RRI, to ensure that we collect this passport. I repeat, we have in our possession here at Nyayo House and within the regional offices of immigration 87,574 passports, which must be collected within 30 days, commencing 25th of September 2023. The following is the breakdown of where the passports are. 36,170 passports are here at the head office. We are going to set up a facility on my right, starting Monday, where members of the public will come and collect, because the usual method of collection will not generate the kind of numbers we want to release to the members of the public within the period that has been set. Within Nairobi, we'll be distributing 36,170 passports. Embu follows with 10,409 uncollected passports. Eldoret, 9,938. Kisumu, 9,515. Nakuru, 8,023. Kisii, 7,971. And finally, Mombasa, 5,424. Total, 87,574. Those passports, some of them, as I have said, were printed weeks, months ago. But they were either lying here because of slow rate of releasing them, or in the regional offices, and we are not ruling out that the brokerage and the corruption and the mayhem which was here could have been responsible for those passports not being able to be released efficiently and in good time to members of the public. Those passports must be collected within 30 days, commencing 25th September 2023. And this is how we're going to do it. Every week, we are going to publicize in the media, in our websites, the ministry websites, the portal, the State Department for Immigration website, in our social media handles, and also in the general media. We are going to publicize or to publish every Wednesday starting tomorrow all the applicants who must collect their passports the following week. This is what I mean. For those who will collect their passports the week starting 25th, because everybody cannot come at the same time. There is a security procedure of releasing the document, just to make sure that we just don't dish out passports like you're dishing out pamphlets in a political rally. There is a security process. We must make sure it's the right person, and certain procedures has to be taken on board so that we can also program that passport has been released to the applicant. Therefore, every Wednesday we will be publicizing the people who must come for their passports for the entire week. In other words, the publication, which will be availed to the public, to the media, will say the following passport holders and their names must collect their passports from either Nyayo House or Office X within our regional offices. And they will be listed for Monday, for Tuesday, for Wednesday, for Thursday, for Friday, for the entire week. The following Wednesday we will publish again for the subsequent week. As the others are picking for week 1, that Wednesday we will give notice for week 2. Those who need to collect, like that, and we expect this to take between 5 and 6 weeks. I also want to make it clear that all people and all applicants whose passports are ready must collect them. In this regard, we shall apply Section 31 of the Citizenship and Immigration Act, read together with Section 5(4) of the Disposal of Uncollected Goods Act, Cap 38, the laws of Kenya, as well as the recommendations of the regulator, the International Civil Aviation Organization, the best practices on disposal and collection of travel documents. This is to say that those who will not collect their passports as published as scheduled after the expiry of the notice, we will treat the uncollected documents as uncollected goods, and therefore we will withdraw and dispose of those uncollected documents at the expiry of the requisite notice periods. And those who are holders of that passport will have to reapply again, and they will pay a penalty for causing us to spend money to print passports which they are not collecting. In the meantime, we'll continue with the day and night shift printing until we have enough equipment to up our production. In the meantime, all applications for passports which are of an emergency nature, including applications by students going abroad for studies which are time-bound, applications for passports for medical cases that are of emergency nature, applications for people who are going to take up job contracts abroad, and other related urgent and emergency cases. Those ones will continue processing them within 24 hours. We hope after the expiry of this RRI, we will be in a position to steady our new commitment going forward of the 7-day period by which all passports must be released, except where there is a security reason why a person who has applied for a passport cannot get it in 7 days. So we want to audit our systems. We have so many documents that we have. We need them collected. And after that, again, we'll do another accountability forum, because we must steady the 7-day period. And as I said, I think 2-3 weeks ago, our vision eventually will be to reduce the 7 days to 3 days, because we don't see why an application for a passport that doesn't raise security concerns that require verification should last for more than 7 days from now. So going forward, our vision is to reduce it to 3 days, and for emergency cases, same-day service. So we are going to work through this process. We have put together a multi-agency team, and starting Monday, we'll be very busy. The team in headquarters here will be working from a facility which will be set up on my right. And then our regional offices simultaneously will be running the RRI process from the regional offices, as I've already read. And perhaps when we do the notices, we will be able to tell the people of Kenya where they should go to collect their documents, so that we all don't come and congest here on the same day. Otherwise, I think that is the message. We are still not there yet, but we'll get there. We have no option, we'll get there. In fact, part of what Ambassador Bitoka assigned with me here is the journey of how to get there. And as I said last week when your colleagues signed the other State Department, this is not a retreat. The commitments we make here, we must, all of us, work together and achieve them. So we will streamline things, and we are also working on IDs, death and birth certificates. We are also going to streamline issues around our management of refugee affairs, which is a challenge we have shouldered for very many years, and we need also to steady our hands as a country on that area, because it is a sensitive area of our national security. I wish you well. Unfortunately today, because of the constraints of time on my side, and I believe also on yours, we will not be able to take any questions. but we are good people. On a good day, we normally take questions. But today, I beg to rest the matter there. I want to thank my colleagues. Thank you, PS Talk. Thank you, DG, Evelyn Chenget, and all the senior officers here, Secretary for Administration, James Kianda, and all these wonderful colleagues. And for the few members of staff who are spoiling our name here, I think we'll just have to get rid of them because they are just spoiling the name of so many hardworking, patriotic immigration officials who are doing a wonderful job. I've been here several at night. I've seen some of them working in darkness. Some are mothers with young children, and they are here at night, working the whole night. So those few, the 1% that is taking bribes, must look for something else to do, because this will be a corruption-free space, just like the other departments. Nawashukuru sana, nawatakia kila la heri, Mungu awabariki. Let us stop there. Please, we will not be able to take questions for today. Asanteni sana.